Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Let's see who is with us today. Hi. Whoever that has come in, please say hello so that I know you're here. Hi, Roxy. Hi, Naomi. Hi, Jasmine. Okay, I'm going to turn this one on so that I can see you. Hello. Yeah. I'm turning my phone on as well so that when you send me love and like, I'll be able to know. Hi, Carlo. Who is Carlo? Jackie. Hi, Jackie. Right, we will actually give a little bit of time, maybe about 2 to 3 minutes, for whosoever that wants to come in. So you guys can say hello. I'll see whether I can get Gray to say hello to you guys. Yeah, wait. Come, Gray. Hi. Hi, Sabrina. Let's see. Hey, Gray, say hello first. Say hello, then you go, okay? Hey. This is Gray. This is Gray. Say hello. Hello, everyone. I'm Gray. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming to see my grandma perform. Okay. The story is Gray is actually not really my cat, but Gray is actually my second son's cat. The story of Gray. Wait. Okay, he just want to go. Okay, the story of Gray is that Mickey is one of our friends. She actually rescued Gray somewhere, I think on the street. So Gray comes in, had a very terrible accident that injured the trauma on the head, and definitely his body. So when we have to remove the eye because the eye is very terribly injured, and then we lost the eye. So because of very bad infection, we have to remove it. And we thought at that point of time, I was actually I also rescued another white color cat that has blue eyes. So after discussing with Makey, we thought of asking my son to adopt this cat instead of the white cat with the blue eye. So we thought that cat might have a better chance to be rehomed than Gray. So we got my son to go to the clinic and see Gray. I'm very grateful that he didn't see Gray as a strange cat, but he see Gray that is someone who need help. So then he decided to adopt Gray, and then there he is with us. I think it's almost 4 5 years ago already. So he has been with us for 4 5 years, and now he's really handsome. You don't even know that he actually lost an eye if you don't look at him clearly. Okay, right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Clara. Okay, so let us start today's class. Before I start today's class, I just want to tell you that our cat emergency class is coming very soon. And then we're working on publishing our cat ebook as well. We also want to thank Breed to actually publish our dog ebook into a physical book. So we have already started to sell it or given some away to people who has actually won the contest. So thank you guys for all the support, and please do share this class with others, because we realize that other than pet body language, to know that whether they are happy or not happy and how to handle, we think this vocalization it's also something bothering the owners a lot. So whatever that we try to do is to understand the cats more so that we can handle them better, so that we can also see and observe and also pick up signs that they are not well faster. All right. So I have a little bit of surprise for you guys at the end of the class because of the new CAT program that we have. I'm very excited. So do stay tuned, right? So now let's go in to the real class. So I need you guys to probably get your notebook and all that ready for us to know a little bit about the vocalization of our cats. All right. So first of all, most of the people would think that knowing their body language, knowing their eye, how their eye look, how their ears look, and all that, they will know that they're happy or not happy. But there's something that really bothering all the owners is that, especially people who lives in the condo, I'm not sure whether you're one of them, the cat will just keep meowing and meowing at night that your neighbor have to complain to the management and tell them that no, they have animals in the house and please take them away. Um, and strange enough, babies cry at night too, very loud, the neighbor baby. So anyone wants to chase that baby away from home. So if you or your neighbor won't actually complain about your neighbor's baby, they shouldn't be complaining about your cat. But put it this way, if your baby is crying, you will probably find out why is he or she crying, right? Why is she crying at night? Whether she's having stomach ache or wet himself, or actually very cranky because he's not well, like having fever. But you have never thought of why your cat is meowing so much at night, right? And you keep thinking about your neighbors complain and try to rehome or get rid of your cat. Okay, so I hope you're not one of them that actually try to get rid of your cat because they are meowing at night. But most of the time, this owner will come to the vet to seek help, to ask, why are they doing this. So we have to run the whole lecture with them, trying to figure out why the cat is meowing at night. So first of all, cat is a nocturnal animal, meaning they're very active at night. Okay, you have to first understand why they are actually being very active at night, because naturally, supposedly, to be very active at night and sleep in the afternoon. That's what most of the cat do as well. So then, because of understanding this, we will try to also modify this to be able to suit how we are living as well, especially we are the one that living in the condo. Okay, so why of some of our cats likes to do this different kind of vocalization. And if you really pay attention, they actually vocalize very differently when they ask for food. They vocalize very differently when they come to manja. They also vocalize very differently when they are miang. You know what miang is, right? When they really come on heat. Okay, when they really want to find partner, then they actually vocalize differently. Okay, let's see what are the reason that they vocalize. All right. Okay, so take note down, or you can even take a photo of this if you want. First of all, is that they are trying to seek attention. Trying to seek attention probably because of you're working late, all the time, and he's bored and all that. The boredom can be one of the reason why why is your cat trying to do all this vocalization. Second thing, it could be because you're a multi-cat household, meaning to say that you have other cats. You know, he's jealous of that other cats always get your attention, and he don't like it. He probably will fight that cat. He probably will come near you so that the other cats cannot come near you. You know, this kind of attention-seeking behavior. All right. So, the second thing is the sexual cycle that I'm telling you, the sexual behavior. Okay. So, one is the female. The female will be really like um, asking to tell you that they are actually on heat. They will have a certain voice. Okay, I will try to imitate some of these voices, like attention seeking behavior voice, that he'll come very soft, very gently near you, maybe rubbing himself against your leg, against your body, trying to do that, and do that very gentle meow, 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 that very gentle meow. Okay, and the sexual meow or the sexual behavioral vocalization, or if your cat is a male cat, that the female cat is somewhere around the corner going on heat, then the meow will be the one that your neighbors hate. It goes like, oh, oh, oh. Then he go very high pitch, very non-stop kind of vocalization. That's the one that probably he is either is a he that he actually sends some female somewhere, or is a she that she's coming on heat and she also want to be mated. Okay, so then with this, right, they will have some physical position of bending down with the butt up, and then they also will come and rub you, and then sometimes they will try to run away from home as well. Then you will think that why are they doing that, or why are they running away from home? It's not because they want to, it's because it's their need of mating. That is why it's like a nature call to them that they need to actually find the mate, or to mate anyone, or the cats that is around. Okay, the play behavior. Okay, so everyone got it or not? Okay, if everyone got it, you know what I say about the sexual behavior, you can type meow, MEOW, on your chat, so that I know that you're listening to me. All right, come, give me some like and love if you can as well. All right, so that I could know that you are following. Right, thank you, Lip Hao. Right. So okay, for play behavior, play behavior means this cat want to play. When this cat want to play, it's very different kind of meow. This playing meow is that they will also do with some body language when they goes in and out, like jumping near you. The other day, I was very surprised to find out there's a kitten called Tan Tan. This kitten called Tan Tan, the owner was telling me that he will actually take the toy, going around the house and look for the owner, and then drop the toy in front of the owner and start looking up to her and meow to her that she wants to play. Any one of you have this experience, or any one of your cat actually actually do this play behavior meow? Any one of you? If you have a cat that is doing that, please type number one on the screen to let me know that your cat too are doing this play meow. Well, we know dogs. Hi, Vincent. We know dog does this all the time. We know they always bring us toys for us to play. But cats are pretty rare. They even if they want to play, they probably will be looking at you, putting the tail up, asking you to play. But very rarely they will actually pick up a toy, go around the house to look for you, and drop the toy in front of you and start looking up at you to meow for you to play. Okay, wow, really, Emir? Wow, I'm surprised. Yeah, Emir, baby, Jasmine, you should actually make me some, videos of this. We're gonna compile this. Hi, Roxy. We're gonna compile this, the one that they actually pick up toys. Well, a very friendly cat. Now you're not surprised that so many of our friends here actually have cats that is doing this. Now, they actually just want to ask to play. And most of the time, they will be meowing. And these few cats, I think, are the one that really like, I meow and she doesn't understand me. So they will go and pick up the toy and drop it to you and ask you to play as well. Okay, Bayu, I really think that you guys should help me to load some video. When you come to the 2 days class chat room, post it on the chat room for us so that we can compile a very nice and funny video about cats bringing us toys, shouldn't we? Okay, very good. And okay, coming up will be some medical problem. Okay, some medical problem when they feel discomfort or they feel painful. Sometimes they will actually meow as well. But you have to know, sometimes not only they will do the meowing, they will also whine. They whine not like the dog whine, like, but then they actually go on this very uncomfortable vocalization way that they tell you they are in pain. So there are 2 to 3 ways of showing how they are painful. Okay, for example, if the cat is very painful on the body or on the spine, so as you're stroking them, you can see that their body shivers a bit, and then they'll turn around and "Rah!" like that, means they're painful. Okay, that's a way of vocalization. Or they actually lie down. You do not know that they are in pain. Most of the time, owner didn't pick this up as in pain. They will just lie down. Their breathing rate could be a bit higher than normal. Resting breathing rate could be a bit higher than normal. And then um, and then they will probably show to you that they are just very tired, lying down, and then they do that, yeah, 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 that kind of whining, rather than a real sharp um, meow. Okay, the sharp meow is whenever they get the pain hit on them. Then, and you also realize that sometimes when the cat is in pain or like a nerve pinch or things like that, they will be sitting down properly, and then suddenly they will jump out and meow like that. That also because of maybe some of the nerve pinch or some of the joint pain that she doesn't move right, and then she has that kind of vocalization. Okay, and aggressive display. Display is pretty common that you guys can see. Is that hissing and the kind of long going, the kind of meow. And then when they want to fight, and they just go meow. Yusaka, I thought you have gone back to Japan. Why are you here? Hi, Fanny. Hi, everyone. It's so good to have you guys back here to come to our class. Okay, right. Now we don't have time to waste. I'm sorry. We'll just go on with the other slide, okay? Because I've prepared quite a few things for you guys as I promised you guys, like, you know, some furniture that you can modify at home and things like that. Okay, let's do the next slide. Okay, how can this excessive vocalization problem be treated? Now, because it is not a real medical issue that you can actually give medication and it will be gone, most of the time it's not like that. Most of the time, because it's behavioral issue, that's why you probably need to do a few things. All right, first of all is to understand the problem, like we told you, why is this problem persist. Let's say like what you try to figure out, whether it is because of some um, um, heat some heat, or is it because they are not well. So like I told you just now, you must try to understand the problem, like the vocalization together with the behavior or the body language. Say for example, like just now when you are stroking them, suddenly when you touch behind the spine or touch near the leg, they start doing the jumping high pitch vocalization, meaning to say that they're probably in pain. So to know that, you could actually video that for your vet, and then when you bring to your vet, show them the video as you are touching the leg. Because you know what happened, when they comes to the vet, they probably won't show the same, or they will actually hide the pain, or they gonna be probably very aggressive to the vet that they can't touch it at all. So video that at home when they are in the most comfortable situation might really help your vet to diagnose what is really the problem. Okay. Now, second thing, those other things like hypertension, or endocrine diseases, or hyperparathyroidism, sometimes do give them these hyperactive and hyper vocalization kind of issue as well. But I won't go really deep into this medical thing, because you just need to video how they vocalize, how they react to your touch, or you know, when tie with the timeline, when do they actually vocalize. Video this, give this information to your vet. It will actually definitely help them before they even touch your cat. Okay, that actually helps them not to touch the wrong area, that your cats become very aggressive and won't be able to examine them further. All right. So that's talking about understanding another issue. Say, for example, if it is the sexual mating kind of meow, then probably it's time for you to neuter your pet. All right. So modify the environment. Okay. How do you modify the environment when you are when they are vocalizing excessively? You know, cats don't like to see other cats. I'm not sure whether you know this. So, for example, they are probably vocalizing because they are being locked out of the door. They probably want to sleep with you. So, if they don't get into the room, they will start vocalize, meaning to say that they probably want you to be around, or want to be inside the room. So then you have to modify that to let them know that it is okay to sleep this place here. Probably make another nice, more comfortable area for them to sleep on, because they like pillows, they like soft bedding. So probably make a very nice bedding on your sofa, or on some other what is this, living room area, for them to actually sleep on, rather than meowing because you don't let them come into the room. All right. And then other thing is because, like I told you, they don't like to see other cats. So in any circumstances that they will be seeing other cats, let's say neighbor's cat or something, they will start vocalize. Then you probably have to change the environment, making their sleeping area or their playing area away from the door, away from where you're opening the door, away from where the actually stray cat or other cats can actually pass by your door. That actually makes them stimulate them to vocalize. And because these cats always be or always move around your neighborhood, right, or around your in front of your door, so your cats will be very alert most of the time and stand by and look into like, okay, when is this guy gonna come? And then they will start vocalizing when they see this person or even they smell this cat, you know, maybe 100 meters away, at the leaf, they will probably still reacting to it. They are very, very sensitive to smell too. So try to do that. And then you also can modify them on the time that you feed them. Some cats will keep meowing at the time that you need to feed them. It's like, where's my food? Where's my food? Where's my food? So when they ask for their food and it's not being provided, then they will keep coming to meow at you. So what you do is probably instead of putting the food all the time there, you probably can set a timing, the right timing to actually feed them, or another smaller amount for them to munch at night. Because cats, unlike dog, they sometimes don't finish their meal then. They like to munch and go play and come back. You know, that's that's how they are. Sometimes they want to eat, and then after that, maybe in a short while, they just eat a few kibbles and then they want to go and play. So cats are pretty different from dog. So I need you to modify that environment too. So number three, modify behavior. What are the things that we're talking about modifying the behavior? This is something like I told you, because they always like to be very active at night and sleep in the morning or in the afternoon. So so what happened is when they like to be active at night and you are there sleeping, not entertaining them. So what would they do is that they will start meowing. So what the best thing that you can do is that you make them tired in the afternoon or in the evening when you're around. So keep playing with them, you know, throw toys, you know, play your string, play everything. Or doing these feeding toys, chasing this Kong, the one that you can, the toys where you can actually put in the food, you know, and let them chase around before they actually eat, so that they get tired or they increase their activities in the afternoon and in the evening, so that then they don't be so active at night, so they get a little bit more tired at night and they can rest at night. So these are the routine thing that you can actually keep them occupied on. All right. Other than that is like the social play. You can actually get social play with other cats that they know most of the time. Do not um, do not actually how to say, do not expose them straight away to a cat that they doesn't know and put them together right away. It's definitely a no-no. When you always want to introduce a cat to your cat, please let them smell their smell first. That's one. Second thing is that you can actually let them be around each other but not contacting each other. So maybe one in the carrier, one in the room, that kind of thing. And then after that, slowly, then you actually put one in the carrier, one outside. Always put the one more dominant outside, especially the one, you know, your cat and new cat coming in. Always the house cat outside, so that he feels that he's in control, in dominance. And then once he kind of know that this particular cat or this new person is not causing any issue, or taking away any attention from you, then they are okay with playing, or be with this cat. Okay. And definitely, um, playing outdoors. The problem about playing outdoors is that we are very worried about them going out, especially in the balcony, in the corridor, and all that, because we are living in a condo. You just have to be very, very, very super, super, super careful. Be very careful on your windows, on your corridors and your door, because sometimes they can just sit there and watch the bird, but sometimes the birds come pretty near them, that they want to catch the bird, and then they fell. We always have cats that fell from don't know how many floors, and they don't die, and then they come with like multiple fractures. The medical fee will be too expensive for some people to afford, and some of them is just like too painful, that they have to choose to put down. But we do save some cats of in this condition, and they got better. We have one cat in the clinic that actually are having the same issue. But think about it, if you can prevent it, why let it happen? Because they are your family. When they really come into this, not able to walk and all that, or need to go through this terrible surgery, you still have to put them on. Okay. Number 4 is neutering. um Definitely, neutering is one of the way to reduce the sexual, or the vocalization, because of mating. All right. So, okay, I think we are quite done with the vocalization part. Any question about this vocalization? You all can please type in the chat box, so that we can answer you. All right. Okay. So now we change the whole topic into the second thing that I want to talk about, um, which is how do we actually modify or use some very simple and not so expensive furniture to actually make a play place for your cat. Remember, just now I'm telling you, this is not like the real new topic. It's related to this vocalization and behavior problem, because once your cat actually gets the hang of playing at home, that is actually keeping them busy, or a place that they like to be around, they won't be so bored, they won't vocalize so much, and then they won't be too active at night. Okay. This is one of the reason. Okay. We have a very nice question here. I think I'll take this question first. Whenever I walk away, my cat will meow. Can I know why? Now, I have actually taught this one in the beginning of the class. Anyone can answer baby cry this particular question. Anyone? Come on. I've talked about this just now. Whenever you walk away or you're not with your cat start meowing. That's because I have a cat like that too. So, want to be with the owner. Remember, if Pangjun can put us back on the I want to know the reason. The first ever reason that why when you walk away, when you're not around, when you're not in the room, very good, Fanny, very good. Because they try to seek your attention. Like I told you just now, it's either because they are supposed to be with you, like one of the reason why they keep meowing, it's also because of separation anxiety. Every day I don't dare to work so long. I go to the office like 3 4 hours, then I need to be home with him. Cool, work life balance, this is what we call. He cried at the door if I step out of my house. Okay, Fanny, you can read more about separation anxiety in Google or in anything. Today, I don't think we have time to talk about separation anxiety, but that is also one of the reasons why that you are actually having your cat like that, is because they want attention. So it's either they want you to be around, okay, or you can actually train them step by step by leaving just for a while, say about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then you come back with something that they like, and then stroke them, be with them the whole day. So do this during holiday, once in a while, and then so that he knows that maybe afternoon or evening you go for another, instead of 10 minutes you go for an hour to 2 hours kind of dinner, and then you come back doing this to them as well. Okay, then slowly put the time frame longer, so that they won't feel that they are being left in the house. Okay, but this has to be this is something that you need to actually slowly help them on. It's just like baby cry when you actually put them into the preschool, the same thing, because they just want you to be around. They want you to be around because they feel very comfortable and very confident when you're around. Okay, so, and because they love you so much, you're most of the time you have to remember you are their everything, you're their whole world, so they want to be like that. But this is definitely a behavior issue, so slowly work this out with them, bit by bit, increasing the timeline, remember. And then another thing that I want to teach you is that making things like this will make them divert their attention from you to some other thing. Okay, this is also very important. Okay, Ho. Right. So look at this bookshelf. I don't know whether you can look at it. The bookshelf can be such a wonder that you also make a small space in between for your cats. And I know it's quite difficult to have that kind of bookshelf here. So things like the middle one, it's easier to make. Okay, so you can actually close your window still because you're in the condo. You close your window, but you make the platform just next to your window that they can actually climb on, like this one, like the third photo. You have the short one, you have the top one, because they can actually jump from the shorter one to the top, and then they can actually look outside, and they're very comfortable looking outside like that. You can actually put some bedding, like what this person do, put some bedding so that they know that that's the place that, and even looking outside for nothing actually keep them entertained. I'm not sure whether you know, but this is how they entertain themselves. And because they are entertaining themselves, they don't realize that actually it has actually passed 2 to 3 hours. Then it's the time that you come home. And then when this thing goes longer, let's say, for example, you have birds and all that around your house, that's even better, because this is more entertainment, like a TV show to them. And then they will be happier, and then they don't realize that, oh, okay, it's another day. And now my owner is at home. If you don't have this window, if you have a landed place that you have the whole glass door, then the last picture, which at the fourth picture here, is the one that you really want to do. You just actually do the shelf, you know, you go IKEA or even Tesco to buy this shelf, like this one, the shelf that you simply put on. I think you can get it from Shopee, Lazada as well. This kind of shelf next to your glass door, and then just put some bedding there. You can put some bedding, and then at the pole, right, at the pole, you can actually put some scratching material as well. Mine sleep on top of my piano. Very good. You know why they sleep on the piano? Because the piano is high and you don't have any other high places for them to sit on. So it's not that they love your piano, or it's not that they actually, be so naughty that likes the piano instead of other sofa, that's more comfortable. Just because the piano top is higher than your sofa, that's all. They likes to be in control, okay? They likes to be in control. They likes to actually look down and see everything. Then they feel like they're in control, and they loves that kind of feeling. I'm not sure whether you know it, but cat actually loves that kind of feeling, that being in control, even though they are not. Okay, they just like to be very high. Hammock, shelf and hammock can be up at the window as well, but a very solid one that they can sleep on most of the time would be very helpful. Okay, so let's see the next slide where we can actually get this one. Okay, so on the left side is the one that you say your shelf and all that. And noted that the leftmost picture, the leftmost picture, that they have a hiding place. Can you see a roll or box up there? Love this one. I bought expensive bedding and they choose the box. They love boxes. Okay, this is the next point that I want to tell you, Kyrene. If I call your name correctly, Kyrene. Okay, this one, it's actually, even when you put on top, some of it can be exposed that he can actually look around. There are some that you can actually put on boxes and like a hide away place, or like a round thing for this one, for them to hide, because that is also something that you want to look into. Yeah, that's a cat. That's a cat inside that round box thing. Is actually, they like to just climb up, but I feel like sleeping. I just don't want people to bother me. So I like this dark, cozy area to sleep in. Okay, so they just sleep on. And then the middle one, the middle shelf is also something that I really want to encourage you to DIY on if you can. If you look into this shelf, right, it's actually just a normal wooden shelf. But what they do is they actually makes holes in between that the cats can jump up and down. And then they tie the string in between as well, that they can actually scratch on. If you notice, there's a litter box at the lowest shelf. And then with the litter box, that's a small little curtain. All right. Why so? Because they like privacy, especially they go to toilet. They loves privacy. Okay. Cats love closet for sure. Yeah. So so what you do is the peeing area, or the litter tray, try to actually close it with something, either a box or a curtain, or um, or whatever that you can find to cover it. Okay, that's good. And then the third play area is just some very simple DIY shelf. I think it only costs like 20 ringgit each for you to put it on. So yeah, do this so that you can actually play with this on this, or they will play on their own on this as well. So when they have things to play with, they have things to entertain themselves with the windows and all that, so they don't bother, seeking attention from you so much. All right. So lastly, I think I would need to talk about all right, the scratch pole. Now we always buy expensive scratch pole. I don't know whether you know we have the big cat tree and all that. Like what Kyrene say, right? I want to tell you, we buy the 200-300 bucks, 200-300 ringgit cat scratching tree, and believe it or not, my cat still scratch my sofa. I have to show you how my cat scratched my sofa. But we realized that when we start doing this kind of string around the stools, around our tables, um, this is the things that actually also keep them occupied. And the best thing is you can actually DIY this one on your own. Okay, and then if you can see on this table, other than the scratching pole, they have a hiding bedding as well, and then also there's another scratching mat on the floor. Okay, really can't give too much of privacy when they are doing big business. Will accidentally is it? I don't know whether anyone else have this problem, but most of the cat know how to go to toilet very well, and they definitely you cannot be peeping on your cat's pooing, right, and then pick it up right away. Um, don't really think that's a healthy thing to do. Sorry too. I personally don't agree on this. I'm not sure whether other people have this similar experience that you have to peep on your cat after poo, then straight away pick out so that they don't accidentally step on the poo. What you can do is you can put a mat. You can put a mat or a scratching mat near your litter tray, so that when they come out, they can actually scratch their paw and scratch their and clean their paw, and the sand and all that will drop onto this net-like mat before they come out. So watching your cat to poo is really not a good idea. Okay, they hate that. Most of the cat hate that. So I'm sorry to tell you, you shouldn't do that. Okay, so you can DIY on your own with just the string. Okay, next, the last thing that I want to teach you today is that when you go to the vet, today I'm trying to teach a lot of things at one go. um, the carrier that you bring to the vet, if it is possible, please, please bring an open top carrier if your cat is the one that is really scared. Okay, do not force them into carrier whenever you go to the vet. It's very, very traumatizing. I want to tell you, it's like you hide the carrier somewhere, and then whenever you want to go to the vet, right, that the vet is someone that they relate as bad person. Going there means painful. Okay, going there means experience pain. So going to the vet is something they hate. So if you always hide your carrier somewhere, and then after that, when you need to bring them to the vet, then you bring out the carrier, you shove them in, wherever they are, you chase them, you're underneath the table or chair or bed, you pull them out, you shove them in. It's like they don't want to go in, you get 2-3 person to hold the leg, hold the hand, and put it in. It's a very traumatized experience. Do not do that for your cat. Do not do that for your cat. Don't laugh, Jeffrey. That's exactly what a lot of patients or a lot of pets owner do. Okay, a lot of cat daddy and mommy do, because they know that they hate the carrier. I want to give you some tips, okay, how to actually make them like the carrier. Okay, first of all, remember, if you haven't purchased a carrier, when you want to purchase a carrier, make sure it can actually open on top, and then also you have to make sure that it's easily dismantled and put back. That's one. Or you can actually look at the first picture here. They can actually open in the front and open at the top as well. And sometimes there are something that the whole bag that can actually zip out. That one it's also helpful. Okay, so first thing first that I need to encourage you is that when you're at home, when you're very comfortable, put some very comfy bed or comfy towels or things like that that they like in the carrier. Okay, open the carrier. Maybe leave the door open. Okay, maybe leave this door open like this one on the fourth picture on your right. um, you can actually open up the top and open up the front so that they can go in and come out as they like. Okay, you can actually also um, put in there, and when they go in, give them some food that they like, just a little bit, just to tell them that this is a nice place to stay. And then put it near your living hall, or put it near where she always hang around. Why? Because then she always see that thing as part of the living room, part of the living area, part of the comfortable area. Cats are like dog. Okay, we really do not like to punish them, and we do not like to hold them and handle them in very difficult thing. Some people like to scruff the cat, like scruffing the cat and hold them up even though they struggle and all that. um, a nice behaviorist or a nice person or a nice pet owner or a nice mummy like you will not, or at any circumstances, to try to scrub a cat unless you really have no other ways. Even then, we will try not to until we really cannot handle and the cat is so fierce that we have to actually, sedate them on doing some procedure at that point of time. So maybe out of 100 patients, maybe only like 2 patients that needs to do this. Okay, two cats that needs to do this. So really at the end, like scruff and hold down, and if you can, try not to do that at home with your cat too. Do not punish them as in like physically punish them, because they don't really relate they don't really relate pain or punishment as a way of teaching, or as a way of knowing they're doing something wrong. They will just know that this person at this point of time is hurting me. So the next time when they see you, they probably will be very careful with you. So try not to do that. Okay. So what you do is you put a bedding, you put a nice area, open it up. Sometimes if they really voluntarily go in, give them some food. Okay. So times that you want to go to the vet, try. Okay, this is something a bit more that I have to share with you. If you're, the first few times that going to the vet, you're not sure whether how to do it, how to place a carrier and all that, we could share with you as well. But when you put in and put out, make sure like I told you, cats like to visualize. If you always carry them and put them on the floor, they just see people footstep here and there. They hear the footstep. They smell the very, different smell, different environment kind of thing. They're already very stressful. And then the footsteps are like really drum, heavy drum, to them. And then when you are carrying the carrier, right, you're knocking on the car, knocking on your seat and all that, making that kind of noise, also annoying them. So if you can make sure you give enough space in the passenger seat and all that to put them in so that they don't get knocked here and there. The knocking sound won't be there. That also actually causes a lot of anxiety. All right. And then definitely put them, like I told you, a very nice bedding or something that they always smell nice, or the towel that they always use is good to bring along if they are really cranky. Okay, so that your vet can actually use that thing to actually cover them and actually how to say, to handle them better. Okay. um right. I think i think that is almost, I think that's the thing that I want to share for today. It's almost an hour. All right. Okay, before I answer your question, I just want to quickly tell you guys about things that we're so excited about. Is that there's so many people asking about it. We really want more people to know, because it's good that to come in a live teaching rather than watching video later. Okay, so please, this is the first time that we're gonna do this with all the cats owner. We have done it with the dogs owner, but this is the first time we do it with the cats owner. We really want to make sure more cats owner know about this. Okay, then the step one. Okay, first of all, we want to tell you that we are the first in Malaysia to actually bring this pet first aid course, a certified one, to Malaysia. Okay, it's a US certified pet emergency academy certification. So when you finish all these steps towards the examination, especially the on-site first aid and CPR exam, when you pass all this, you actually get a certification that says that you are a certified pet first aider. Okay, not only with the brand PetMedic, but it's also with the US brand called Pet Emergency Academy. Okay, and then you will also have a card. Okay, a card saying that you are a pet first aider, that you can actually keep in your pocket. So whenever you know, at sometimes not only your pet, sometimes on the road, you know, at anywhere that you know some pets that need your help, and when you help them, at least you can actually show to the owner or show to the people that, you know, I'm a pet first aider, I can try to help you, do you want me to help? Okay, ask, definitely ask for permission before you help, and then you can help because you are a pet first aider. Okay, and if you sign up for this time, first batch of this, I mean first time of this, you will be the first batch of the cat pet first aider. Okay, we have done the dog one, now it's the cat one. Okay, so first step is that to know your cat. This 2 days basic examination will include all the things that how to handle, like how to hold them, how to muzzle them, how to handle them without muzzle, how to actually hold them with towels, and then how to peel them, how to take heart rate without a stethoscope, how to actually take their respiratory rate, that means the breathing rate, how to take their temperature at home. You know or not, most of the time your son or your daughter are having fever, you can actually use a thermometer and test them and know that they have fever and send them to the clinic. But you never really know that your cat is having fever or not, because probably you won't even know what's the normal temperature of your cat. Okay, other than the people who has already attended the class, anyone knows that what is the cat's normal temperature. Whoever that has gone through the class and the nurses, please do not answer. The others can please put in your answer here. Let's see how many of you that is really good. Okay, so other than that, the basic examination also will tell you about how to actually examine from head to toe, or whether your cat is actually well or not well. From the eye, see how their eye, see how their nose, see how their mucous membrane, then feel their heart rate, how to check their paws, hand, leg, spine, and the body temperature. Okay, and the best thing is that you have to understand how to handle them when they're injured, when they're really painful, whether they will still let you touch them. when they don't let you touch them, preventing from getting bite, how do you actually handle them and put them in the carrier to bring it to the vet? If you can't even put them in the carrier to bring it to the vet, let alone saying that how to help them or bandage them, okay? All right. So the next that you need to pay attention on, other than the 2 days, is the 7 days pet first aid course. The 7 days pet first aid course come in many topics. We'll probably talk to you about the topics later on, or you can check out from the website, all the way from eye injury, urinary injury. That means if your cat, how to detect your cat is peeing or not peeing. That's an urgent thing to do as well, especially male cat. And then when they bleed, what do you do? And then in the 7 days, we also will teach you from head to tail how you bandage your cat, okay? When they have a big cut or when they fight and all that, how do you actually bandage it before you actually go and see your vet? All right, especially when they're bleeding a lot, how do you stop the bleeding? Okay, how to deal with shock, and then how to deal with allergy, how to deal with drowned cat, how to deal with cat that's not breathing. Okay, then step 3 will be the CPR training course. You always heard about CPR being done in human, in babies. What about a CPR in your cat, for your own cat, for your own kitten? Okay, why do I need to separate this dog course with the cat course? Actually, in the US course, right, it's actually being taught on the same day, same class. I have to separate it because, as everyone understand or everyone agree with me, that most of these are actually different from dogs, okay? And then on the same day, we're gonna give you, we'll teach you CPR, how to do it, you know, how the heart works and all that, how to do the CPR. And then you will get this certification exam, okay? The certification exam is to certify you on that day how to do CPR. You will show me how you do CPR. And if you pass it, I will actually give you the certification, okay? No one knows what is the normal temperature of a cat? No one knows? No one actually answering me. Okay, so before we stop, I just want to tell you the good news that I was excited about. For this class, the 2 days class is actually only cost 49 ringgit. Okay, only cost 49 ringgit. Okay, for this today's special deal, we have actually given some of this away. Whoever that sign up today for this 49 ringgit course, which is this 2 days basic examination course, we will actually give them a cat emergency ebook for free. Okay, only the first series, like, yeah, we'll have first, second, and third series too. So we'll only give out the first series, which actually costs 29.90, which is about 30 ringgit. Okay, so yeah, sign up tonight so that you will know before 12 a.m. tonight. So okay, so what you do is try to sign up before 11:30. If you can sign up now, scan the barcode and sign up now. So let's see. Jackie say 37. Okay. Nat says 37 to 39. Eunice also say 37.9 to 39.1. All right. So who is correct? Who is wrong? Okay, that's one there's one thing that I need to tell you guys first before your leave, is that the thing that we always ask you to answer question here, and then we correct you, and then we put your name up, is not to so-called ridiculate or humiliate or even, you know, say that you're wrong. We realize that when we are doing this answering questions and back and forth, it's actually causing a lot of fun. And also, when you make mistake and we correct you, you will remember this for life. Trust me. If those people who do not want to answer me, didn't even bother to answer me and go through the whole class, they probably do not know what they have actually understood from here. This is a very practical class. From the 2 days class, we'll get you some homework. And then also in the 7 days class for the bandaging and all that, we'll get you to do the bandaging at home, and then also send in some homework and all that. Why so? Because we know that there are tons of classes outside that you actually can go on with. Even you can even go on the Pet Emergency Academy class, which I think a few $100, and then they can actually teach you online. But the thing is, if you learn and you never really practice, tell me, if there's really something happened to your cat or your dog, tell me whether you can there and then do it or not. You can't. But if you have actually done it a few times, you will definitely know how to do it when they need your help. All right? Is the course online? Yes, the course is online. 2 days is actually 1 hour each only. So it's very little commitment. Okay? Each time our class is always 9:30 to 10:30. Okay, always. We always start on time. We sometimes doesn't really end on time, probably maybe 10 minutes more if we have more questions. But it's online, and yeah, and it's 1 hour each day. For 7 day classes, we break it into 2 days each week. So we'll run it for about 3 to 4 weeks. So sometimes we have very good students that have a lot of questions that actually, are very good. Sometimes we even put in some bonus session for them. Okay, so right, it's time to tell you what's the normal temperature. The nearest one that I can find is this, but cats' body temperature sometimes is slightly higher than this. Most of the time, from the textbook, it's 38.5 to 39.5. Okay, sometimes when they come to the vet, it could be 39.7 or 39.8. Sometimes when they come to a vet, they get very nervous. But sometimes at home, when they're really cool and all that, they could be about 38 to 38.2. But generally, most of the textbook will refer at 38.5 to 39.5. But when they are slightly higher or slightly lower, it's still acceptable. Okay, but not 37. 37, we already consider it as too low of a temperature. When they're 37, we already put them into an incubator, a warm room that we actually put in hot air to make them warm. All right. So, right, good. Thank you for answering all those questions. Okay. The 2 days is the basic examination course, Jamin. Correct. All right. Wow, Jasmine, you're fast. Thank you. So yeah, we're looking forward to see you as well. The class date will be announced soon. I think, if I'm not mistaken, is mid of November, and we will be engaging with the Royal Canin as well to do one of their live on kitten emergency. So the 2 days is 11 and 12 November. If you can, please attend the live. If you can't, don't worry about it, because we won't be keep repeating this live class. I have to be very frank with you, because I don't really have the time to go on and on the same class again and again. So we will be whatever that we teach on that day, whoever that sign up later or whoever that missed that class will have to go through the live video again. That's all. We don't do live anymore. But after that, we will probably have a clarifying session or revision session that you can still see me and ask questions. But for the class, it's like today, it's engaging because you have been talking to me and I'm reacting to your question. Okay, so I'm really grateful for all of you. So don't wait, sign up now, and then the ebook will be yours. All right, we'll be sending the ebook together around the time when we finish the class. Okay, After we finish the class, we will be sending the ebook to you. And then at that point of time, you'll be probably the first batch to get the ebook, because then we'll then at that point of time only we will sell online. We won't be selling online now. Okay? Right. Thank you very much for all your attention and your time. Thank you for staying so late. We'll be seeing you. Oh, one more thing. I have a podcast with Royal Canin as well. It's about diarrhea in kittens, puppy and kitten. We will be loading it on PetMedic page, so that you can actually go into Spotify. Is it Spotify, Pangjun? That to listen to that podcast. Okay, they have a series of something else as well if you guys are interested. All right, thank you very much. Bye bye. Bye bye. Good night.